Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another infographic show reaction, and this one is British SAS soldiers versus US Navy SEALs military training comparison. And I know these are two of like the most highly trained sort of soldiers within the UK or Britain or whatever, and the US. And I feel like obviously the comparisons aren't really that important because I feel like they usually work together. I think. Again, I don't actually know. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about the SAS soldiers. So, like, I don't even know much about the British soldiers. So, like, knowing anything about the US Navy SEALs, I don't know much. All I really know is the training regimes are ridiculous and, like, to the level where, like, people can, like, genuinely die from the training, I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard. Or just serious injuries. I'm not too sure, but that's what I feel like I've heard. And, yeah, I feel like it's going to be an interesting type video because I don't know, it's just, I guess this is sort of where the UK and the US are quite sort of similar. Obviously, the US has much better military and like bigger army and stuff, but the Navy SEALs and the SAS soldiers, I feel like they're such sort of small groups because it's the highest trained. It's probably quite even. Again, I don't actually know, but we're going to see in this. And I'm interested in seeing the differences and sort of the similarities between the two, but let's get into this one. Let's check this out. Quick shout out to my Instagram and my Twitter. Links in the description for that for those who want to follow. Save for my Patreon. The support on there has been crazy. It's like 240 Patreons at the moment, which is ridiculous. So, I mean, for those interested in that, links are there. But let's get into this one and let's check this video out. It's quite a short one, but I'm still interested in seeing what happens in it.
The British Army Special Air Force, aka SAS, began operations in 1941 during the Second World War. The reason for having such a specialized set of soldiers was to get behind enemy lines and attack them from within, or at least destroy what they could while gaining intelligence. It still takes part in operations that involve the United Kingdom, but as it's very much a covert special forces unit, much of what the SAS does is a secret. The Navy SEALs, Sea, Air, and Land Team, was formed much later when President John F. Kennedy established them in 1962 as a clandestine unit which, like the SAS, would take on special missions much of the time in very hostile environments. They also act under a veil of secrecy and are sometimes referred to as America's Secret Warriors. If both these units are so secretive, then how does one get a job with them? Well, with the SAS, there is a small problem to begin with if you are a mere civilian. They won't allow you to apply. So to start with, you must already be in the British Armed Forces or be a soldier in the British Commonwealth. Another way to get in is to join the SAS reserves, and they do accept civilians. As long as you've passed the reserve training and worked with them at least 18 months, you can apply to work in the SAS proper. To apply for the SAS, you should be between 18 and 32 years of age and be an amazing physical...
Wait, so you can't be older than 32? God damn. I mean... Wait, is that to join the SAS or you have to be between that age?
18 and 32 years of age, apply to work in the SAS proper. To apply for the SAS...
Oh, so you can be older, but to first apply, you have to be between that age.
Yes, you should be between 18 and 32 years of age and be in amazing physical and mental shape. You'll be required to do at least a 3-year stretch. Women can apply, but have so far been excluded from most combat movements. To apply, you must accept that you know the harsh demands expected of you, people have died during training, and that means signing an...
So they have. Is there any like sort of stories out there of how the people died? Is it just like through exhaustion? Like from being tired and like being worked too hard. Like, because if there is, that's just brutal, man. I can't even imagine what it is like to go through this.
Army General Administrative Instruction Form. You're basically acknowledging you are willing to go through hell. Next comes the medical, the battle fitness test, which will mean running fully kitted or squatted for 1.5 miles in 15 minutes. Apparently 10% of applicants don't even make it past this point. That pace for even an average person in running shoes and shorts isn't too bad. Now you start your real training. To join the Navy SEALs, you need to be a natural born or naturalized American between the ages of 18 and 28, although at 17 you can join if your parents say it's okay. If you want to become an officer, you can be up to the age of 33. The first woman ever started the training in 2017, but dropped out soon after. You'll need to have a clean record, and many background checks will be done. You'll then undergo physical and mental tests, including an eye test to make sure you have under 20/70 vision. As for what shape you must be in, well, you are going to go through hell with the SEALs, so they suggest you follow their Navy Special Warfare Physical Training Guide. This includes lots of long and short swims and runs, lots of interval training, as well as other workouts. As for other strength training, their gym workouts basically tell you you'll have to be as strong as a bull as well as have all the cardio attributes. You'll be screened before you can start training, and that will mean you must show that you can run 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, but not squatted. This also comes after a 500-yard swim in 12.5 minutes.
I mean, I can't even swim, so I'd be done already. I can run. I'm quite good at running, so I could possibly do this running one. Push-ups I'm alright with, but after this, I don't know. Sit-ups are meh. But the swimming I just couldn't do.
42 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 6 pull-ups, all with a short rest in between. Once you actually start training with the SAS, the first phase lasts 4 weeks. This will test your endurance and ability to navigate through the wilderness, that being a harsh mountain range in Wales. In 2015, a young recruit died during this exercise just half a kilometer from the end. He died at the part nicknamed VW Valley, standing for Voluntary Withdrawal Valley. 2 other soldiers died that day too, leading to an inquest into the treatment of soldiers. Some of the activities in the mountains included a 15-mile hike to start with. Those that can get through that then have to do a 40-mile hike carrying a 55-pound backpack, a rifle, plus their food and water. They are not allowed to use any established trails, but they do have a map and a compass. After that, they can rest a bit and start the weapons training phase, as well as do parachute training. After that, there is 6 weeks of jungle training, usually in the rainforests of Belize, Borneo, or Brunei. The last phase is called Escape and Evasion, which will mean being forced into some horrible survival scenarios, as well as learning how to handle being interrogated. This will include humiliations and other
to handle being interrogated, so they're going to be like getting... Oh, my nose. They're going to be getting like... Let me just turn this off. I can't think of the words. Well, interrogated, so like tortured and stuff. Maybe not to that degree, but again, humiliated and stuff. That is ridiculous.
Interrogated. This will include humiliations and other psychological harassment, as well as being blindfolded, deprived of sleep, given nothing to eat or drink, being put in stress positions, imprisoned in a small cage, and having to listen to loud noises all the time.
Bro, I can't even lie. Doing this alone would be enough for 99% of humans. And then you, obviously, this is like the reality of, okay, this would be 100 times worse if this actually happens in like battle or whatever, and you actually get captured. So it makes sense for the preparation, but mate, I mean, full respect to these kinds of people, the Navy SEALs and the SAS soldiers, because god damn, I could not do anything remotely similar to this, man. No way.
SAS tough guy turned novelist said physical injuries finish a lot of people off during training, but you need a lot of strength of will to get through the psychological stuff. In 2016, the Washington Times reported that 1 Navy SEAL died in 3 out of the last 4 training classes. One was a drowning, another a suicide, and another a car crash after drinking heavily. The Post states that the 6-month training will include a 7-day stretch of little sleep, self-induced hypothermia, and brutal physical conditioning known as Hell Week. It's Hell Week where most recruits drop out. The training in Colorado starts with 5 weeks of pre-training in class. Get through that and you enter the realm of pain and indignity. The Navy SEALs website doesn't go into specifics, but states that you'll be tested to your limits of fatigue. This will include running through sand, swimming in oceans, sometimes in the middle of the night with your clothes on, rappelling down cliffs or buildings at speed, enduring cold and heat, getting lost and finding ways out, combat training, long-distance underwater dives, weapons and explosives training, mission planning, tactics training, and more. Hell Week seems to be the worst part. One soldier described it as being designed to put you through 24/7 days of no rest and continual harassment. From his class of 300, only 19 completed the training. In all, it will last 5.5 days, and you'll only...
And again, these are the most highly sort of trained physical people, so they're in insane shape. And even then, barely any of them even like complete courses or whatever.
Must continuously be pushed to your limits. You are allowed no more than about 4 hours sleep during the entire training. You'll also have to deal with integration in what's called the... You are allowed no more than about 4 hours sleep during the entire training. You'll also have to deal with integration in what's called the survival, evasion, resistance, and escape phase. Former SEAL Brandon Webb said it will involve sacks over your head, being beaten with sticks, and humiliation. It's here, he said, that some people lose their minds. At least after that, you get some classroom time. For 7 weeks, you'll also have a land warfare phase as well as parachute training. If you pass it all, you'll be given the Navy SEAL Trident, but then have to do advanced training. This will include sniper, communications, and free fall parachute training. Once you are done, you'll have way more weapons to use than a regular soldier. In the SAS, this will include a C8 carbine assault rifle, an ultra-compact individual weapon, an M16, an HK MP5 submachine gun, an HK 417 sniper rifle, an AW50 anti-material rifle, handguns, tear gas, canister launchers, stun grenades, rocket launchers, portable anti-personnel mines, grenade launchers, surface-to-air missiles, and many more things it will take too much time to talk about. You'll also, of course, get all the kit, including things like body armor. According to the Navy SEALs website, your regular SEAL on land will carry such things as the Colt Automatic Rifle 15, the M60 machine gun, M203 grenade launchers, a shotgun.
Like, how heavy is like a grenade launch? Let's just look at that, for example, because obviously you play games like Call of Duty and stuff, and you sort of think, okay, they carry all these guns. But in reality, these sort of guns, these weapons are so expensive as well, but so heavy. How much? Let's just see a grenade actually. Does a grenade weigh. In kg. Wait, is there? So nearly 1 kilogram. And now let's see how much is a grenade. Grenade. Launcher weigh. I guess it's hard to say, isn't it? Because, wait, now I'm confused. This is a grenade. I don't even know what I'm looking at. But then, obviously, the grenade launcher then with the grenade, it must be ridiculous. And just guns as well, just like shotguns and whatever. They're obviously a lot heavier than I actually initially really understand.
Gun, an SASR 50 caliber sniper rifle, an M107 anti-material rifle, a Beretta M9 handgun, a 20mm Gatling gun, and AT-4 rockets. Again, these are just some of the most used weapons, as the list is endless. So, who do you think has the best training? Do you think you could get through it? Let us know in the comments.
No.
Also, be sure to check out our other videos.
No. But I definitely am down to see more of the British SAS soldiers versus the US Navy SEALs sort of comparisons, if there is any more out there. I don't know if there is. If there was, I'd be down to see them 100%, because these are so interesting to see the sort of like the differences and like how they both are really. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this one. Definitely down to do more of these reactions. Let's see some of the comments actually. The SAS did an exercise with the SEALs. The SEALs had outside their quarters on the ship. Navy SEALs second to none. When the SAS seen this, they put up a sign saying their quarters none. Interrogated, deprived of sleep, and humiliated. Sounds a lot like school. Bravo 6 going top. I could totally do that. Picks up a can of Pringles. Let's face it, Britain goes for quality over quantity. Guys, there's no need to argue over who is better. Just be happy for that our country's our allies. That's me, genuinely. Both the SAS and SEALs are beyond badass. They are real bad men, aren't they? The SAS are seen as godlike figures in the UK. Can I just see? I want to see what typical. I want to see what they look like. Are they just like built like machines or? Okay, this doesn't really show. I'm guessing it's like these, yeah. And what about Navy SEALs? It's not really showing me like. See, physique. I mean, oh my days, these man are built different. God damn. Is that them? Oh, I don't even know. I'm just looking at men bodies at this point. Bit sus, but it is what it is. The British SAS make the FBI SWAT look like kindergartens. I mean, Captain Price did prevent World War III, so gotta respect Captain Price, bro. Captain Price is the GOAT. Imagine if the UK and the USA were enemies. I'd be moving North Korea pretty quickly, genuinely. But again, like, hopefully you guys enjoy this reaction. If you want more of this stuff, like I said earlier, please let me know between the two comparisons if there's any more out there. But yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.